Sena had never been afraid of the dark. While others closed their shutters when the night grew deep, she would slip quietly outside and walk barefoot across the grass, gazing at the sky. The stars, she believed, could hear her thoughts. Every whisper, every wish, they carried them somewhere beyond. Her village was small, hidden in a valley where time seemed to move slower. A river ran through it, narrow but clear, and on still nights the water reflected the heavens so perfectly that it looked as though the stars were floating just beneath the surface. The villagers called it the Silent River, for it made no sound. Even when it flowed swiftly, not a ripple could be heard. One night, as Sena leaned over its edge, she noticed something unusual. One of the stars beneath the surface was moving. It swirled like a fish of light, shimmering softly. Curious, she dipped her hand into the cold water. The instant she touched it, the world fell silent, truly silent, as if sound itself had been taken away. Then came a voice, gentle, like a sigh, carried on wind. "Sena." She looked around, heart pounding. "Who's there?" "The river remembers you." Before she could react, the reflection shifted, and the surface of the river opened like glass. Without falling or floating, she was simply inside. The air shimmered, thick with silver mist. She was no longer in a valley, but in a place where the stars hung low enough to touch. The ground beneath her feet glowed faintly, and the sky above was alive with slow-moving constellations, each breathing like living things. "Welcome to the river of silent stars," said the voice again. From the mist emerged a woman woven of light. Her hair flowed like water, and her eyes carried whole galaxies. Around her floated tiny glowing orbs, fragments of memories. Sena whispered, "Who are you?" "I am the keeper of stillness. I guide the dreams that people forget." She gestured toward the river that stretched endlessly through the glowing valley. Within its waters, Sena saw images, children's laughter, lost promises, forgotten songs. Each one sparkled briefly, then sank into the current. "Every wish whispered to the stars ends up here," said the keeper. "But lately, the river has slowed. People have stopped believing in their dreams." Sena frowned. "Then I'll help you fix it." The keeper smiled faintly. "A heart that believes can stir the river again. But to do so, you must travel to its source, where dreams are born and silence is broken." And so, without hesitation, Sena began her journey. She walked for what felt like days, though time here had no shape. Along the way, she passed countless wonders, trees made of glass that sang when the wind touched them, mountains that floated like clouds, and fireflies that whispered stories when they landed on her palms. Yet the farther she went, the dimmer the stars became. The river thinned until it looked like a thread of light, flickering weakly. Finally, she reached a great archway carved of moonstone. Beyond it lay a vast void, a darkness that even starlight feared to enter. She hesitated, clutching a tiny glowing fragment she'd taken from the river. It was someone's forgotten wish, soft and warm in her hand. "Don't be afraid," whispered the keeper's voice in her mind. "Only those who carry light inside can awaken the source." Sena stepped through the archway. Instantly the ground vanished beneath her, and she floated in an endless expanse of night. There were no stars here, only shadows. She could feel the heartbeat of the world slowing. She held up the fragment. "If no one else remembers their dreams, I will." The light in her hand flared. The shadows recoiled, twisting and dissolving. All around her, stars began to flicker back to life. One by one, The river roared, not with sound, but with feeling. The silence shattered, replaced by the rhythm of flowing dreams. The keeper's voice returned, soft and proud. You have reminded the stars why they shine. Sena felt herself being lifted, carried gently by a current of light. The world blurred, and when she opened her eyes, she was back beside the river in her village. Dawn was breaking. The silent river sparkled with countless reflections, every color of starlight dancing on its surface. That morning, the villagers gathered, astonished. The once silent river now sang softly, a melody only hearts could hear, and Sena, standing quietly by the shore, smiled. She didn't need to tell anyone what had happened. Every dream she knew now had a place, even the ones forgotten. That night, as the first stars began to rise, she whispered toward the water, I'll keep dreaming so the river never stops flowing. And far above, one star flickered twice, as if answering her.